Hi, this is Mr. Lanza. We're in 7-5, solving equations with variables in many places. Our variable is going to be in multiple places within our equation, and we have to get them together is our first step. Here are the steps that we are doing. We're going to get the variables together. We're going to be doing two inverse operations, and then we are going to solve. So let's look at the example. Two examples I got for you. One, I have 4x plus 2 plus 7x equals negative 31. We notice that the variables are on the same side of the equal sign. Now when they're on the same side of the equal sign, all we have to do is to get them together is combine them the way they are written. 4x plus 7x will become 11x's. All I did to get my variables together was combine them, and it equals negative 31. So when they're on the same side, you just combine them. Now I gotta do two inverse operations. I'm gonna subtract 2 on both sides, and 11x will equal negative 33. I gotta divide by 11 on both sides, and x will be equal to negative 33 divided by 11, which is negative 3. So when they're on the same side of the equal sign, I just combine them. Now when they're on opposite sides, as we see in this example, notice that I'm using the same numbers. 4x plus 2 plus 7x equals negative 31, and now I have 4x plus 2 equals 7x minus 31. I see my variables are on opposite sides of the equation. Well, I still have to get my variables together, but to do that, I have to use inverse operations to get them together. So I am going to subtract 7x on this side. I could also subtract 4x to get rid of it, but basically I'm going to eliminate my variables on this side. 7x minus 7x is 0. It'll go away. And whatever I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do exactly the same on the other side. So I'm getting my variables together, but I had to use inverse operations for this to occur. And then draw my line. 4x minus 7x is a negative 3x, plus 2 comes straight down. My x's eliminated, and I get negative 31. So to get my variables together, I used an inverse operation to do so because there was an equal sign that separated them. Now I have my variables together. They're all in one spot. Now I use my two inverse operations to get my variable alone. Negative 31. And then I divide by a negative 3. And x will be equal to, that's negative 33. I made a mistake. Negative 31 minus 2 is negative 33. Negative 33 divided by negative 3 is a positive 11. So notice I'm using the same numbers in both equations, but depending on where the variables are, because they're in many places, depends on how I get them together. In the first equation, I just combine them. In the second equation, I had to use inverse operations to combine them, and I got x equals 11. The two problems you are going to solve are as follows. Notice on number 1, the variables are on the same side. In equation 2, the variables are on opposite sides. Get your variables together, use two inverse operations, and solve.